begin with breaking news as we come on the air in the west tonight. A wildfire burning in San Bernardino County, east of Los Angeles. And take a look at this. Hundreds of acres burning, then jumping the freeway. Cars right there catching fire. Multiple ambulances sent to the scene.
Deep into the hot zone as firefighters in the west make a desperate stand as the flames race toward homes.
Flames continue to eat up that acreage and march closer to the Wrightwood area.
We are looking at the area of Phelan right now.
This is an experienced hiker. She was up there with her brother when she slipped. He called 911, and tonight she's lucky to be alive.
A man is dead after his plane crashed.
On the way up to Mount Baldy, and you can see behind me the wreckage up there on the hill.
Explosions throughout the night, which fire officials say are coming from diesel tanks on the site catching fire.
A two-story multi-unit apartment complex. Heavy fire from the Charlie side.
Was a fiery crash along Highway 395.
What just makes me nervous about this is how that water is moving. And yeah, now we're just waiting to see how they're going to be able to make their way over to that truck and try to help get these people out of there. It looks like they're repositioning one of their own rigs down there. You guys may be right. They may try to somehow connect.
One person has died, thousands more.
Flight impingement on the structure, continue to balance. Single family dwelling, we have heavy smoke showing from the second floor.
He's going to roll to the right, and then he's going to roll back to the left. And he's going to keep rolling until that fire is all out on his.
The County Fire District's a very unique organization. We're the largest fire district in the country. We serve the largest county by landmass in the country. In fact, as large as we are by landmass, we're the 12th most populous county in the country. We serve over half the population of the county. The county is 2 million people. We serve about 1.3 million of the 2 million people in the county. We serve cities as well as communities, as I mentioned. Some cities contract with the County Fire District for service, and other cities are part of the County Fire District. And when I say that, I mean some cities have given their fire powers to the district, and then we serve them as part of the district. Other cities keep their fire powers and then contract with the fire district, and then so they're basically buying services from the county through a contract. We are one of the 6 teams that the state has assigned the responsibility for a regional task force. We're Regional Task Force number 6.
Urban Search and Rescue is started really under the auspices of California being an earthquake-prone, disaster-prone state. Deployed much like a strike team, but we deployed as a task force. So 30 of us went with rescue configuration, and the mission was going to be search. So we knew that there likely wouldn't be any building shoring to do. It was all going to be searching for those lost and trapped occupants inside of mud and debris flow. The most common calls that we're running are all vehicle over the side type rope rescues. That's the most common call we're going to run. Seasonally, however, we see an uptick in river and flood rescues. We see a lot of vehicles that have made their way, wandered into a flooded area, and we do a lot of vehicle water rescues.
Currently, Old Cajon is a Type 2 IA crew, and what that is that due to the complexity of any one incident, the crew is able to perform a certain level of service. Their ability to work as a Type 2 IA crew is that they can go to any initial attack fire and provide that kind of work, hand crew work. So the arduousness of the crew work in itself requires us to be at our peak physical condition. That conditioning enables us to work long hours out on the fire ground and perform at a higher level than most. And we do that not just for hours at a time, but days continuously.
The primary focus of a hand crew is usually constructing fire line. Our primary focus with County Fire is constructing fire line around homes to try to save those homes. We're able to work with the Sheriff's Department. They provide us the inmates and we provide all of the training.
There's all kinds of potential for hazardous materials releases within the county. Millions and millions of tons of hazardous materials are shipped throughout the county every day on the rails. It's a very costly and expensive program to maintain.
Some people who get into the fire service to fight fire or to help people on medical aids, they develop a passion for driving bulldozers. And so they'll get trained through a very extensive and arduous process to get trained to operate heavy fire equipment.
Special operations, my role as a training officer is to support and develop training curriculum in support of programs that are already developed and provide that training to the 6 divisions throughout the county, which covers over 19,000 square miles.
Another program that we have with our Sheriff's Office is our aviation program. We currently staff that a portion of the week with fire paramedics, captain paramedic, and a firefighter paramedic who has additional flight and rescue training as well.
The partnership with County Fire and Reach handles the pilot and the maintenance side of things. So the pilots are employed by Reach, the mechanics are employed by Reach, the helicopter is provided by Reach. The medical personnel, the medics and the nurses are county employees employed by the county.
Recently we were dispatched to a call in Kelso, and all ground providers were committed to other calls. And we just happened to be first on scene. We were able to take care of the cardiac patient, lift, before ground providers even made it to the patient or to the area, and we were able to transport that patient to Las Vegas for critical cardiac care.
The Reach helicopter is a valuable resource that can be utilized to help with accidents on the I-15, I-40, 395, and 58 corridor.
This particular aircraft loads from the back. This is an EC-135. When we're en route to a call, the pilot sits on the right-hand side and the crew chief will sit in the front. That can be either the nurse or the paramedic. When we load a patient, the nurse and the paramedic sit in the back with the patient.
Almost 8 out of 10 times that the community dials 911 for help from the County Fire District, it's for a medical issue. We have responded to that here in the County Fire District, but also throughout the fire service by giving or providing additional training to our firefighters as medical responders, paramedics, and emergency medical technicians.
The EMS section has a large responsibility. We provide training and education to every member of our suppression and non-suppression staff. We coordinate ambulance operators, of which there are 106, providing ambulance service within the County Fire Department. We provide training and education at every level, from emergency medical responder through to paramedic.
We provide ambulance service in Wrightwood, Hesperia, Phelan, Baker, Lake Arrowhead, Lucerne Valley, Yucca Valley.
Traffic collision, Highway 127 at Powerline Road, reported as a rollover TC.
53 on scene, single vehicle off the roadway on its wheels, major damage, will be on second.
Some of the challenges we do face in those areas, we are a lot farther from certain hospitals that we need to go to, whether it is a trauma center. So if we do have a major trauma, we do have to decide whether we're going to be driving it down to that trauma center, or if we are going to be calling a helicopter to fly it out as well.
The new hire training tower consists of 16 weeks of intensive training with all our disciplines as an all-risk service organization, which includes live fire training for structural firefighting, wildland firefighting, EMS, hazmat, hazardous materials response training, rescue operations, including low-angle rope rescue, Rescue Systems 1, which is structural collapse training, and new hire drivers training.
So the Truck Academy was established 2 years ago. We recognized the need for standardization and keeping up with modern tactics. We cover extensive ventilation techniques. We cover advanced search techniques to include vent, enter, isolate, and search, which for those not familiar is an aggressive tactic we use to search rooms adjacent to the fire room or fire areas of a building. And that gives us a quick option to search it when our normal methods to search that room are cut off, either by fire conditions or the amount of time it'll take us to get up there.
Interstate 15 and I-40 are major thoroughfares for not only San Bernardino County, but Southern California. Station 53 covers roughly 4,000 square miles. In the summer times, we are known to have some of the highest temperatures within the county. We do see it upwards of 120 to 125 degrees daily in the summertime. Then we do have in the wintertime freezing temperatures up near Mountain Pass, which is an elevation of about 5,000 feet. The two extremes combined make challenges for the responders.
Water Center 413 is available. Also notify BLM, semi-fire.
You hear a lot about mutual aid within the county fire department or even within the fire service. Sometimes you hear auto aid. Those are all based on agreements with other departments.
More than 100 motorists trapped on a highway in heavy snow. 25 people in one group have been rescued.
First Baptist Church, where they'll be sheltered overnight.
So this is a snowcat. It's a fully enclosed truck-sized vehicle, fully tracked. It's capable of traveling in deep snow up to 50-degree slopes. We have a very diverse county, over 19,000 square miles. It's possible that one day you could be responding in a snowcat in the San Bernardino Mountains to a rescue, and the next day be at Colorado River Needles responding to a water rescue in the fireboat.
The area of coverage that we have is approximately 3,500 square miles. We rely primarily on CHP and San Bernardino County Sheriffs, which are stationed here in Needles. We have this boat. This is an incredible boat that allows us to serve not only the Needles area, but the whole Colorado River from Nevada state line, like close to Laughlin, all the way down to Parker if need be.
Primarily the mission of the Office of the Fire Marshal is to provide community safety through several different types of programs.
We are a regional service provider, so that holds true for the Community Safety Division as well. A lot of what Community Safety does through the plan check and inspection process is try to help improve those water delivery systems and make sure that the fire flow that is needed by emergency responders is there for them when they're on scene.
Well, the Hazmat Division of County Fire consists of the underground storage tank, the general inspection of businesses that generate any amount of hazardous waste and certain threshold of hazardous materials.
We have 14 permanent household hazardous waste facilities throughout San Bernardino County, and we also do temporary household hazardous waste collection events. And that's what's going on here today. We're in the city of Yucaipa. We're doing a household hazardous waste collection event.
One of the things we do participate in is hand crew. We actually perform as a custody officer for the inmate hand crews out of Glen Helen. One of the other things that we're involved in is the active shooter response. What we do is we provide force protection for the medics going into the warm zone. You'll see that we have the vests, helmets, long guns, shotguns, everything needed to assist suppression crews with that function.
The Escalated Threat Program is a collaboration with law enforcement so that we can better respond to multi-casualty incidents that involve violence. With the Escalated Threat Program, we work with multiple law enforcement agencies around the county and local fire departments around the county. From incidents like Columbine, where the fire department stage blocks out and waited for it to be clear, to incidents like Aurora, Colorado, or here in San Bernardino. There's always a changing attitude where we want to get medical aid in faster to treat those victims, and this program allows that to happen.
Good job. Good job, Will.
The Fire Explorer program is for youth ages 14 to 20. What it is it It's a program that is designed to give the physical and mental challenges to youth that are interested in the fire service field. They also attend special volunteer events as well as our annual Fire Explorer Academy. Best place to find information to join the Explorer program is going to be on our website, sbcfire.org. Under our services and programs, click the Fire Explorer link and you can find the phone number to your local division headquarters.
We have fire mechanics. We have vehicle mechanics within this organization that are the best of the best.
County Fire has a fleet of over 700 units. Every mechanic in our shop is a state certified California fire mechanic.
For a fire mechanic, the bottom line is you got to fix these trucks bumper to bumper.
We are part of a JPA, a 6-member Joint Powers Authority for dispatch. And so we are one member of 6 other fire departments.
When you dial 911, your first person you're going to talk to is law enforcement. So you'll talk to law enforcement, and if it's a medical emergency or a fire emergency, then they will transfer the call to the fire dispatch center, which is here in Rialto.
We have anywhere from frantic callers to the calm callers, assisting people in their time of need.
The County Office of Emergency Services is a program that's managed by the fire district. Cities and towns within the County of San Bernardino rely on our Office of Emergency Services to then coordinate their activities with the State Office of Emergency Services.
The County of San Bernardino operational area is one of the most robust programs in the state.
Are facing walls of fire 80 feet tall.
Partially because we have so many disasters that we respond to.
Each and every community that we serve within the County Fire District is important to us. We like to say that we serve the largest geographical area of any department within the United States, but we're also your small town fire department. The future is bright for the County Fire District. We know that we will be positioned so that we can take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to us as we move forward this week, this year, and well into the future.